was a united Grenada, with key pillars being economic and infrastructure development, tourism, and strong international relations. His humility and dedicated service to restore our democracy and rebuild our institutions will always be etched in our history. Internal differences between the leaders of the three parties that formed the NNP saw the exit of George Brizan and Dr. Francis Alexis in 1987. They subsequently formed the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, with George Brizan as the political leader and leader of the opposition in Parliament. By 1989, Dr. Mitchell became the leader of the NNP. In 1990, the NNP lost the general elections to the NDC, and Grenada was again faced with major challenges. Grenada's weak growth performance during the period 1990 to 1994 was attributed to a continuous contraction in agricultural output, which declined each year. In addition, the construction industry experienced a major contraction in 1992 due to the sharp fall in public sector investment. In 1993, output declined in the mining and quarrying, construction, and manufacturing sectors, as well as in agriculture. Gross domestic expenditure declined continuously from 117.4% of GDP in 1990 to 102.1% of GDP in 1994. By 1995, the new National Party was called upon by the people of Grenada to perform its second rescue mission under the leadership of Dr. Mitchell. The work of the NNP team and the clarion call for inclusivity during that period of service led to the party's first historic clean sweep victory in 1999. With the exceptional leadership of Dr. Mitchell, the NNP team went on to shape some of the most defining moments in our nation's history post the period of the revolution, leading the country through its darkest hours of two major hurricanes, Ivan and Emily, a world financial crisis, and a pandemic. Grenada suffered damages in excess of 200% of its gross domestic product, GDP, as a result of the hurricanes. Team NNP was charged with the responsibility to manage the rebuilding process in collaboration with the social partners, including the opposition. Worthy of mention are a few of the key Build Back initiatives: distribution of free material support, the reconstruction of 200 homes for vulnerable families, the negotiation of 6 housing schemes, most of which we have today: Soubise, Montrush, St. David's, Diamond, and Beausejour, rebuilding of 2 national stadiums, negotiation with the U.S. aid to build 1,200 houses, negotiations with the U.S. aid to finance the cost of homes for 150 families, cap on gas price, reduction in property taxes, provision of planting materials, fertilizers, labor support, equipment, and grant support to farmers to compensate for their lost income. Fisher folks were given grant support to repair their boats, replace engines, other equipment, and to compensate for interim loss of livelihood. The new National Party was asked by the people of Grenada to sit out the period 2008 to 2013 in the governance of the country. But by 2011-2012, the cries of yet another rescue mission were heard. In 2013, in true NNP fashion, we armed ourselves for the battle, and in 2013, we took on the fight and were victorious. From his first entry into Parliament in 1984, Dr. Mitchell's leadership became a symbol of progress, leading to 2 more historic electoral victories in 2013 and 2018, where the NNP won all 15 seats. A powerful testament to the unwavering trust and confidence of the Grenadian people. This era of the NNP saw heightened collaboration with our social partners to craft a homegrown structural adjustment program. The key objectives of this program were increase growth, restore fiscal and debt sustainability, strengthen the financial sector, while ensuring that social safety net programs such as the Support for Education, Empowerment and Development SEED program better targeted poor and vulnerable households, and that a targeting instrument was utilized to more objectively identify beneficiaries. During this rescue mission, Team NNP reduced unpaid claims of $100 million and had an average GDP growth rate of 5% and above consistently. The national debt was significantly reduced, moving from 108% of GDP to 57.7% before COVID-19, a drastic decrease in unemployment from over 40% to under 15%. The NNP spearheaded the construction of 2 national stadiums, expanded the cruise port to accommodate over 300,000 visitors annually, and upgraded more than 1,500 kilometers of farm roads, making life easier for our farmers and boosting agricultural production. In the realm of social progress, the NNP's legacy is undeniable. We brought clean, potable water to over 95% of households, expanded electrification to rural areas, and revolutionized telecommunications, making high-speed internet accessible to schools and homes across the nation. Education was a cornerstone of the NNP's commitment to the nation. The government awarded over 3,000 scholarships, providing access to higher education for students who would otherwise not have the opportunity. Through programs like the Imani, Empower, Project Fly, Youth Biz, Aspire, Reach, and Youth in Agriculture, the NNP empowered thousands of young people with skills training, job placement opportunities, and the chance to build a better future through scholarships and other support programs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the NNP protected the livelihoods of thousands of Grenadians through physical measures that stabilized the economy and prioritized public health. Over 7,500 families benefited from housing initiatives, and as of June 2022, the NNP was paying pensions to 2,200 retirees with an average annual budget of $75.4 million. These victories were more than just political successes. There were endorsements of NNP's dedication to the people of Grenada. Dr. Mitchell's leadership brought about significant economic progress. Today, Grenada finds itself at another critical crossroad. The current NDC administration's mismanagement has weakened our economy, eroded key institutions, and undone much of the progress the NNP worked so tirelessly to secure. Under the NDC, serious crime and inflation are skyrocketing, the quality of healthcare deteriorating, and the people are once again bearing the brunt of poor governance. As history has shown, when Grenada calls, the NNP is always ready to respond. We stand ready to rescue, rebuild, and restore. This isn't just a mission, it's a promise. From providing water to every home, paving roads that connect communities, and supporting families with housing, to educating our youth and boosting our economy, the NNP has always been the driving force behind Grenada's greatest achievements. The NNP has always been there to rescue Grenada. We are ready to lead again. We will bring Grenada back to stability, prosperity, and unity, lifting our nation to the heights and respect it deserves. Together, we will rescue Grenada because we have done it before and We will do it again.
Mr. Controller. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to you again. As was mentioned earlier on, I told you in exactly 5 minutes, and now our 5 minutes has gone, so we will start. I recognize Senator Dwight Horsford along with Senator Mayana Charles. They're both walking in at this time, and so we welcome them. Welcome them among us. We are in South St. George. As per usual, we say we are grounded in faith, we are grounded in God, and in the house of the new National Party, we always put God first in everything that we do and on every occasion. So, I will call on a special brother in our midst. He's going to come to recognize the Almighty God in our presence, and then we will move on to country next by doing our national anthem. So, let us reverence the Lord as, come my brother, come here. I never knew you was a preacher, but tonight we're going to test how good you are.
Good night, everyone. Let's say a word of praise. Let's be thankful for being here safely. And for those on the way here, let them reach safely. Dear God, please protect every driver on the road. Please protect every members that walk in safely to reach here. Please protect our brothers and sisters. Keep them away from trouble. Let's keep them on the right path. And let's pray for our political leader to reach here safely and keep us away from trouble in this very lovely village here in the valley. Keep our youth safely. Be thankful to God for being here tonight to listen to our members of the new National Party. Dear God, protect every one of their family. And thank you. I would not be long. I appreciate every one of you. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Let's hear it for our brother. Thank you. He has asked God to guide, to protect, to keep us all safe. And now, with pride, let us sing loudly for our red, our green, and our gold, our national flag, and for our country, because we do not want to lose faith in our people and our country. Can you please, Mr. Controller, lead us with the music, and we shall all stand in attention and sing. Thank you again. Thank you. As one people, one family, God will continue to bless our nation. As an NNP, we will continue to lead our nation. We know that we have had very good days before, and we know we can have better days to come. With God at the helm, as the compass that guides us, we believe that everything will be all right. And so I greet Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, those who are listening to us online, wherever they are, whether in this country, whether throughout the region or afar. We thank you for joining us. It's another Wednesday night when the new national party comes to you wherever you are. And tonight we are in Grandans Valley. We are coming to bring you the message of hope. We are coming to tell you what we need to do. We are coming to make you understand what is not correct, what is not right, where our leadership at this time is going wrong, and how the new national party is going to bring this vessel back to safe and calm waters, where every Grenadian, irrespective of your choice of political party or your religious affiliation, will have a chance, will have an opportunity to live peacefully, but more importantly, will be able to strive and survive as all Grenadians should. Now this evening we are ready to go. We have started a little late, and so I'm going to bring our first speaker, a gentleman who is no stranger to NNP, a gentleman who is no stranger to this platform, a gentleman who knows what it is like to fight a good fight, to struggle, to bring people together. A gentleman who has spent the better part of his life giving service to this country, service to all Grenadians in different aspects in government. Let us put our hands together. Let us give him a rusty long round of applause as I invite our Deputy Chairman of our party, Brother Gregory Bowing, to speak to us tonight.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Chairman, who has been conducting us at our various meetings throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. I recognize our political leader and chairman in absentia. He should soon be with us. And I want to recognize, in particular, our brother, Senator Dwight Horsford, and the two parliamentarians, Senator Mariana Charles, as they sit with us and continue the fight with the new national party so that we can once again restore beautiful and benefit times to Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petit Martinique. To our brother, Christopher Diali Jr., caretaker for South. We also have the caretaker for St. David here with us, Ms. Dorleen Thompson. We know the others will be joining us soon. And I want to recognize other members of the national executives of the new national party present here with us. Members of the South St. George and other constituency executive who are here. Those of you listening and viewing online, whether in the constituency of St. George South, the rest of Grenada, the region, and the wider world, in particular the Grenadian diaspora. 2 weeks ago, I appealed to you, the diaspora, to pay special attention to what is happening in your country, our country, Grenada. The victimizations of nationals perceived not to support the NDC. And if you are branded as a supporter of the new national party, well, 10 times worse. Remember the sentiment expressed that you receive anything from government. You did not receive anything from government because we were not sure that you are an NDC supporter. You remember that? And it was spoken by one of the highest officials in the land. Remember that the key in this NDC's government strategy for winning the next general election is the diaspora. They, the NDC, are sure to get 5,000 to 7,000 of you, the diaspora, down to vote. So to hell with your brothers and sisters. To hell with your mommies and daddies. To hell with your relatives here in Grenada who may not support them. Because they're going to bring down 7,000 of you, the diaspora, and speaking directly to you to vote. So they care nothing about us here in Grenada. Irrespective that Grenada is a small and knitted society. To hell with your families and relatives. I thank you, diaspora, I'm still speaking to you. I thank you for heeding my and other calls to support Grenada and not to support a faction who wants to terrify the people of Grenada. I am happy because I am aware that you in the diaspora are paying heed. And ladies and gentlemen, constituents here present, I recognize and welcome you this evening. It is my distinct pleasure to stand on the platform of my brother caretaker, Brother Christopher Diali Jr. To continue with the message from the new National Party. This fellow Grenadian has all the necessary attributes for being of service and not of self. For being of service and not of self. He loves people. People of all ages and walks of life. He's competent and he's willing to learn. The fundamentals of membership in the team of the new National Party. About 2.5 years ago, at an NNP National Youth Function in St. Patrick, he was one of 5 talented newcomers who approached me and said, "We have watched and listened to you, and we will appreciate greatly if you will be a resource that will help and guide us." This, my brothers and sisters, is the correct mindset of people with capacity, people who respect knowledge and experience, and people who are eager to grow in their respective fields of endeavor. This is our brother, young Christopher Diali Jr. The commercial and manufacturing headquarters continue to shift towards the south. And our brother Chris, with his prowess in business and other economic areas, is poised to make a meaningful contribution to Grenada and the South through the team of the new National Party. A team in which the newcomers work hand in hand with those who already know the ropes and under the guidance of the practice and experienced leadership, whom an NDC supporter, listen carefully, an NDC supporter who was part of the analysis being placed on the new National Party as we regroup and regenerate. This NDC supporter as a doctor of economics, a local Grenadian, and he referred to the practice and experienced leadership of the new National Party as the Grand Masters. the Grand Masters. This is one who has analyzed and recognized that the team of the newcomers, with those already there, they might say the middle stage, and the practice and experience leadership as a force to be reckoned with. Brothers and sisters, a team experience in understanding and managing small economies. And don't believe for once that managing small economies is less difficult than managing the larger economies. You see, in Canada and the US, you have what they call economic inertia. If a national disaster or a natural disaster hit these two big economies, they do not feel the shock as we do in the smaller economies, because only a small sector of the countries will be totally devastated. But we have to go from scratch and rebuild. I recall a professor telling us at university that we were all interested in hydro. And everybody wants to jump to go to see the hydro in Ontario. We want to go to Sweden. You know what he told us? Do not forget that small hydro is even more difficult to plan, to manage, and to control than the massive hydros in the big community. Similarly, the economies of small countries, small economies, are extremely difficult to manage. A new National Party administration who took Grenada out of the financial and economic crisis, took us out of the doldrums in 2013 and 2014. And we'll do it again, brothers and sisters, come 2026 and 2027. That combination that I just spoke to you about, we are there and ready. The team of the new National Party. It is that party, the new National Party, that elevated Grenada to the forefront, regionally and internationally, and upheld by international institutions such as the World Bank, the IMF, the EU, IRENA, and others. They held Grenada as the model to emulate. That was Grenada then, not Grenada now. Nothing happened in the Caribbean without Grenada being consulted previously. But now, Grenada is at the backbench. You hear it last. Nobody will come to ask you what you are doing and how you did that. Brothers and sisters, I remember the IMF when we were doing the structural adjustment program. And when we say that it was homegrown, it was homegrown. Nobody pushed anything down our throats. Why? Because they respected the administration of the new National Party. Very senior persons in the World Bank came to Grenada. And when they proposed certain things to be done, and I sat and I said, are you saying this to me? Say, let me hear your view. And when I was finished with each and every one of these senior and extremely capable persons from the IMF and the World Bank, they were going along my lines. Let me tell you one simple thing they came to me about. We were looking to raise funds. So to them, it was easy. Look at those items that were being sold, that the people were buying in abundance, and put a tax on that. And so the treasury will grow. And what was the item that they picked out? Back and neck. That was the item they picked out. When I fit the gentleman and the lady sit down, senior officials from the IMF, and when I told them how our society operated, and when I told them what needs to be in place before we move to that point, and I'm saying we will get to that point, not because we will be pushing people or with any incentives through simply taxation. Yes, the people will move in that direction on their own. That is why, brothers and sisters, you did not see the rise in back and neck and other items that were being sold in great quantities. So, the fact that they listened to me is because they accepted what the new National Party administration had to say. And everything that came out, well, we did what we had to do to get buffers and to leave $500 million in a pregnant treasury. That was because of the prowess and the strength and the respect for the new National Party. The legislations that set rules-based actions and remove the discretion of ministers from granted concessions. In other words, the rules will say how much concession you should get for every project. Previously, you go to the minister, and the minister goes to cabinet, and A gets 5% off, and B gets 20% off, etc. All this was put aside. And you will say, for this project, it is 3%. For that project, it is 4%. Rule-based. So the public servant could sit, and you could only look over. You do not have the authority. Brothers and sisters, these were the legislation that caused us to move and to reduce our public debt and our public debt to GDP ratio. It was a new National Party at work. Remember too, brothers and sisters, the procurement rule, when only contracts under $15,000 could have been given to the person in the area who had the qualification to do the job. Anything above that 16, 17, 100,000, you had to tender and show that you had the capacity and you were able to raise the finance to do the work. Today, what has happened? That rule has been changed. Anybody could be handed a contract of $100,000. Anybody. But I listened to radio shows, and they were exposing certain items and what could go wrong when you do these things. And we did not remove it only for Grenada, because we looked at the world. And I, your humble servant, sat with the IMF officials, and they told me exactly where these things were happening. And when I say where, and that is one thing that I regret up to today. They asked me if the cabinet members did not follow the law, what would the penalty be? If the Minister of Finance went and gave concession here and wrong contracts here, etc., what would the penalty be? And he wanted to put into law that the minister will forfeit his seat, that he or she would go to jail, etc., etc. But I sat there and I said, I'm working for Grenada. So I told this official, and I think he was South American by nature, by birth. And I told him, if our country sees this thing happening, then we should be able to go to Parliament and sanction the minister. So if you force us, only then you will see this in the legislation. But brothers and sisters, let us look around us. What is happening today? If we had these things in the legislation, then none of this foolishness that's going on today will be there. Because you would not have had to wait on the return of the new National Party to make those responsible for these wrongdoings pay. And this is one thing that I regret in dealing with, that I should have gone along with them. But it is never too late, my brothers and sisters. Yeah. So let us look again. The price of goods and the cost of living. Dismal entities hitting us these days. But what is a critical component of this, my brothers and sisters? In today's world, it is energy. Energy is responsible for everything. I recall a project that we had on board for energy, electrical energy, where 15 megawatts of geothermal electricity, and geothermal is where you take the heat from the earth and it runs. It's a renewable energy. So you'll buy the equipment, but you do not have to pay for fuel. And geothermal is base load. When the sun goes down, it is still working. When the wind fails, it is still working. And this is a fundamental plan that we had in mind, brothers and sisters. Now I'm seeing that this is being shelved. And what I see that we have a program where you have dual fuel engine, gas and or diesel, any one of them. And they're looking to bring this into Grenada to give a person, a private person, to build, and we'll buy power from them. The issue with dual fuel is that it is still fossil fuel. Prices will go up and down. So you will never escape. You'll move from diesel to gas, LNG. That's cleaner, but you would not escape the fuel. So brothers and sisters, we have been looking for ways to really stabilize the price. And renewable energy is one of those. We are working with the CDB and New Zealand with grant financing and the Japan to get this on stream. A little on our infrastructure, and I'll just want to go to the St. John River Road flood mitigation project. Do you know that this project is still at a standstill? Those of us in town, not only town, because as you traverse that area, you could be trapped in it. Let us pray on all those God-fearing people with us. Let us pray that we're not hit by a disaster again. Because the two components that should have been completed, they're still out. Let us look, brothers and sisters, at the Molyneux project. It is still where it was left. Nothing going on with it. And remember, this is a project that we must pay careful attention to. It needed good designs. I believe when they took back the consultant, we got that. But the hills are on a slope of gravel. And it is very serious. So we must pay all our attention to it, brothers and sisters. All the projects you see going on, now, the external projects, the pipeline, the G-Cruise and the others, those were projects of the new National Party. Every one of them. They claim a lot. But the only thing we'll say that will give them some credit is for continuing it. But brothers and sisters, we left the monies, the $500 million there to complete all projects and more. So everything should be on stream, brothers and sisters. I want to close by mentioning a project. One of 3 projects that we had. You see that project in Calivini? That project there. That's a project, your humble servant. We did this. And your humble servant went out of Grenada and got funds to build that project. And that project was built before Hurricane Ivan. And it lasted and worked as a shelter for the people. All these other brothers and sisters, we of the new National Party will continue to bring benefits to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and the PT Martinique. You know what to do, brothers and sisters. In the South, you have the capable Christopher Diali Jr. And we are here today to support him. And we're asking you to ensure that when the time is right, you bring back the team, the credible team, that will bring benefits to Grenada, Carriacou, and the PT Martinique. I thank you.
We on the move and ain't nobody could stop us now.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again for our brother, Gregory Bowing. The man who knows the nuts and bolts and knows how to build. The man who has built to last. A man who, when he works, it withstands any hurricane, any storm, any flood. That is NNP. NNP to the rescue. NNP doing the work. Brothers and sisters, we are about to bring on our next speaker. But Mr. DJ, I ask you, just give me a music, a suitable music, as I welcome someone else in our meet, another of our platform speakers. Please, Mr. DJ, bring the music out. Our political leader is here. Let us welcome. Let us welcome.
Somebody wave your hands and give him praise. Say, we can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down.
Let us welcome our political leader, the Honorable. The Honorable. Make some space, make some space, make some space.
Do you know why? For all he has done for me, how he set my spirit free. He even drank a bit of cup for me. No, me can't sit down. From Palafo to Calvary, he took the walk for you and me. Then they nailed him to a tree. No, me can't sit down. Grenada, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Yeah, we can't sit down. We had to make space and let you come in. Let you come in. Let you come in.
Excuse me. What do you say? We can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. Grenada, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. Listen to me. So no matter what you say about me, no matter what you do to me,
Welcome, welcome.
the victory.
The Honorable Emmeline Pierre, our political leader. She has
The
arrived.
Holy Ghost is in control.
We are grateful.
The blood of Jesus satisfies.
coming
I
on
give me
down.
pass and he testify.
Yes.
Can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down.
Let's keep standing.
Can't sit down, sit down, sit down.
Let's keep playing the music. Let's keep the music going, Mr. DJ.
Somebody
Our chairman,
and give him praise.
our chairman and former prime minister.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. No, we can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. Whatever what you say. Can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. No, we can't.
Just make some space and let him come in,
Do you know why?
and then we will continue.
Done for me, how he set my spirit free. He even drank a bit of cup for me. No, me can't sit down. From Palafo to Calvary, he took the walk for you and me. Then they nailed him to a tree. No, me can't sit down. Grenada, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Me can't sit down. No, me can't sit down, sit down, sit down. Excuse me. What do you say? We can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. Grenada, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. Listen to me. So no matter what you say about me, no matter what you do to me, see I know I have the victory. So I can't sit down. He placed a fire down in my soul, and the Holy Ghost is in control. The blood of Jesus satisfies. I give him pass and he testifies. Grenada, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. No, me can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. My God, can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. We can't sit down. I refuse. He's been good to me. I gotta testify. Put up your hands and give him praise. Put up your hands and Grenada, 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 Grenada. Somebody give him glory. I say no way. He's been too good to me. I gotta test. No matter what you say about me, no matter what you do to me. soul. And the Holy Ghost is in control. The blood of Jesus satisfies. Please give me pass, let me testify. Say me can't sit down.
All right, the traffic will ease in just a minute and he will be walking through pretty soon.
Give him praise. Put up your hands and give him praise. Put up your hands and give him praise. Put up your hands and give him praise. He's been good. He's been good. Woke you up this morning. Kept you in your right mind. No one can sit down. I gotta testify. I make no apology. He's been good to me. Brought me from a mighty long way. Put my feet around to stay. I gotta testify, Grenada. I gotta testify, Grenada.
Okay, Mr. DJ, okay. We know he was just round the corner there, but that traffic is really killing. So, well, he will be here shortly. So, in the meantime, we must continue. He's there. Yes.
Grenada, what you say? Can't sit down. We can't sit down. No, me can't sit down. We can't sit down. Do you know why? For all he has done for me. How he set my spirit free.
Yes.
He even dropped a bit of
Give him
hope for
space.
me.
Give him space.
No, me can't sit down. From Palestine to Calvary. He took the walk
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, me can't sit
We
down.
do appreciate your welcome for our former Prime Minister and political leader. Thank you, Mr. DJ. We got to keep moving. There's another son of the soil, a gentleman who has been through the struggle with us, a gentleman that knows the difference between when the new National Party administration is operating and when other administrations are operating. A gentleman that is going to spend a few minutes to compare and contrast. Let's put our hands together, my friends. Let's make some noise for Brother Dwight Hosford, who has been in and around the new National Party working with us. Thank you, Brother Dwight.
Thank you, Mr. DJ. Good evening to you, my dear sisters and brothers. I feel very happy to see many of you here this evening because it tells me that you're feeling every single thing that is happening around you in this country. And you want to do something about it. Our sisters and brothers, this new National Party is an institution. This party is going to be here with you for a long, long time to come. We ain't going anywhere. We're staying right here with you. And you know more than anyone else, when the new National Party is in office, we take care of the people, particularly the little people. We take care of you. I want to recognize our political leader and our chairman, former Prime Minister, Right Honorable Dr. Mitchell, and our good brother and stalwart, Deputy Chairman, Brother Gregory Bowen. I want to recognize the caretaker, Brother Diali, and our sister caretaker in St. David, Sister Nolan Thompson. Now you see, sisters and brothers, in this party, the renewal of our party and our march forward into the future to do the good work for you is a process, it's not an event. And I want to commend and congratulate and salute people like Sister Thompson, Brother Diali for stepping forward. Because as you know, every time we have one of these meetings, the social media hitmen come out and they run their nasty mouth and they say all kind of things about the people that we have on the platforms. You see, they hope that they could frighten you to stay quiet and run away. Not the New National Party, sisters and brothers. Now, Brother Gregory told you that when you look around, all of us are feeling the pinch. My brother referred to that even back and neck gone up. But not only back and neck, you know. Chicken foot too. But they ain't gonna not much chicken foot. Them don't buy chicken foot. No, sisters and brothers. They just hang out in Dubai. They don't buy chicken foot. So they don't know what you're going through. Now what my brother reminded you of is very important. Because you're seeing a lot of unemployment, especially with the young people or young brothers. And you know when the NNP is in office, at least on the block, you'll have somebody come say, hey, brother, come and do a 5 or 10 days on a special project. We're doing a little road, a little culvert. Now, anybody who getting any special project to do in the community is part of the cabal. Only a special set of people getting it. The thing not coming wrong, the thing not turning wrong, sisters and brothers. The money not coming wrong, there's no dollar plan. Only the New National Party has a dollar plan. But hear this. I hear they say the 2 little drains and small concrete roads they're doing. They say that is the most road in 100 and something years. 150 years in the country. You ever hear that? Madness is that. You just come. The New National Party had office for 23 years. And most of the major projects that you see here that you can't even count on your hand is by the New National Party. The same stadium they're going to gallery in is the New National Party. The same ministerial complex that they sit in and tell you they only hold in press conference when you need to know something, they're going to tell you. It's the New National Party's project. That is because, sisters and brothers, we highlight these things not necessarily to boast, but to show you our commitment to national development, our commitment to nation building. So while we catching hell, and they didn't even give us a chance to go to purgatory. We catching hell outside here. They riding plane like bus. They hanging out and grinning and taking pictures, selfies and posing when our people are suffering. Sisters and brothers, building a nation is serious and committed work. And it is the business of serious and mature people. Not people that are all about self. People that are concerned about you and your families and your children. And I can tell you, the New National Party is that party of nation builders. Now, we have a lot of speakers tonight, and there's a lot of things I wanted to say to you. Because, like you, I'm experiencing the difficulties all around us in this country. And it is not difficult for us to compare what we're feeling now under this misadministration than when the New National Party was in office. Have you ever had it so hard, sisters and brothers, Have you ever had it so hard? You know, even some of the businessmen that at one time, because I can't guarantee they are committed to them now, some of the businessmen are saying, quite frankly, boy, when NNP was in office, things wasn't like this. At least we used to make money on the NNP. Business was booming on the NNP. We get a chance. Now a small group of people are the happy ones. Those are the people that you see flying, playing all the time. Those are the people that part of the group. But sisters, I want to tell you, better must come. Better will come. And better is going to come with the new national party. I want you to listen carefully to our speakers, because we have you always in our heart, because we come from you. We come from that struggle. We come from those areas and from those experiences that we know what are difficult times and how to get through them. We are poor people children, and so we feel it for the poor. The new national party is always, sisters and brothers, a party of compassion. So as I leave you, I want you to stand firm. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. One day. So as we are on this difficult road, dangerous road to Damascus, hold on to your God and trust in the new national party. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Bless them. Yes, we want to thank Brother Horsford, a member of the new national party for many years, probably 30 or so, and always ready to serve in whatever capacity he's been asked. Now, I remember earlier on when Brother Bowen spoke, he mentioned to you that under the new national party, in order to keep things running well, keep law and order, to ensure that the finances of the country were spent on the people of the country, the Procurement Act only allowed us to give a contract to somebody for less than $15,000 without going to bidding. Yes? Where the tenders board did not have to check everything and make sure that it's true. Brother Dwight mentioned that during those days, the young men who hang out on the block, who was not necessarily permanently employed, would have been called from time to time to get a 10 days or 12 days with a little contractor doing a little road in the community, doing a drain or so, because one of these little $15,000 contracts was happening, and it was being shared up among our people. And that brought back to mind, not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, I was just hanging out in Grenville in a certain place, and a guy said to another one, "How the work going?" And he said, "The work?" He said, "Yeah, man, I hear you get a contract, almost $40,000. He said, "I collect that already, man. I collect the money already." And another guy jump up and say, "You collect the money already and you don't even know where the work is?" So I don't know what's happening. Yeah? He said he collect the money. The next one say, "You collect the money and you don't even know where the work is?" So no one on the block getting a like 5 days or 10 days. But money passing up to 100,000, because the very week they came into government, they changed the law from 15,000 and they say we can give up to 100,000 without the tenders board having anything to say. But it's not my night, and so, my friends, I want you to gladden your heart. There's a gentleman here who has stepped forward. He has seen and understood the works of the new national party. And he believes in his youthfulness he can add value to that of the new national party, especially for the people of South St. George. You make some noise because your caretaker
Brother Christopher Diali Jr. is here to speak to you now about his will and what he will do. Brother Diali, please take the mic.
Tell them we vote in NNP election day. Go there and call somebody. Wake somebody. Tell somebody. Knock on the door by somebody. Yeah. Call somebody. Wake somebody.
Come up.
Tell them we vote in NNP election day.
Put your hands together for Amanda.
Cause we on the right track. I'm calling every.
Good evening, everyone.
If you love this land, come on.
Good evening to my NNP family. To our people, home and abroad, and to those watching here tonight, all around the globe. Tonight, I welcome you to Grand Anse Valley. The beating heart and an artery in the south. A community built on the hard work, family, brotherhood, and an unstoppable drive to move forward, even when no one clears a path for them. This is where I wanted to be. This is where I needed to be, right here among my people, to say one simple truth to you. I hear you. I've only just begun going around this community, yet the cries I've heard are loud, though too often whispered. Whispers of frustration behind the shop counters, whispers in the pews at the church, whispers in the aisles of the grocery store, whispers from those afraid of victimization, yet desperate for direction, honesty, and hope. My dream has always been to see the South of St. George's rise, not just as a center of tourism, but as a community of pride and progress. To see leaders take bold steps with logic, to take risks with responsibility, and to invest not for show, but for substance. But what we've been given is far from that. We've been told you can't eat roads. But how the same ones today boast about painting the curbs, planting flowers on Wall Street, as if that is transformation. A vendor told me on Wall Street that those flowers came. Yes, it did come with some gravel and some chipstone, but also a 50% increase in rent, but still no sanitary services in Wall Street. How is that progress? This is not transformation. This is frustration dressed up for a photo op. Across the South, we see unfinished and over-budget projects. Jean Anglais left undone. The Cliff project dragging on for years. Roadworks crumbling before they even dry. We see new roads without proper drainage and slip drains, creating danger instead of development. Foundations are at risk. Homes are vulnerable. And Grenlec bills are looking like a mortgage payment. Are we calling that progress? Are we really calling that progress? My friends, my neighbors, my fellow NNPites, Grenadians, we can and must do better. But I'm not only here to speak about what's wrong in the community and what ails us. I'm also here to speak about what is possible. I envision a South St. George way better than what we are getting. I see a South St. George's that leads Grenada in innovation, resilience, and opportunity. So here are a few things I am going to leave you here tonight. A South St. George Youth Center of Excellence, a modern space of mentorship, mental health support, small business training, and microfinancing. A place where young people, even those who stumbled early on in life with some mistakes, can retool, rebuild, and re-enter society with pride and purpose. I want a smarter, safer, and better planned infrastructure development. I want well-lit walking paths, overhead pedestrian crossings to ease traffic flow and not wait for every time someone has to cross. I want a modern health center right here in the South, so our over 15,000 residents can have proper health care that is close by. I want affordable and resilient housing, built not for show, but for strength. I want to say that again. Built not just for show, but for strength. Homes that can withstand storms, that give dignity to our single mothers, our first-time workers, our artisans, and even the elderly. Houses that are built for stability, not just shelter. I also want an entertainment and creative district to showcase our music, our food, our artistry, our spirit, and a hub that boosts our tourism while creating real and lasting employment for those people living in the South. These are not dreams for a someday. These are plans for right now. To achieve this, I've begun engaging with every corner of our society. Students at SGU, entrepreneurs, hoteliers, investors, promoters, financial experts, because I believe that the best ideas come from our people. My role is to listen and to learn and to build solutions that make sense for you and for Grenada. I want to see our people prosper unashamedly. Success is not selfish. It is a fuel that builds families, communities, and nations. I want every young Grenadian to believe that you can do better than those before you, and your children can do better than you still. That is progress. That is purpose. We have always sacrificed for this country, but it's time to move from sacrifice to success. Because while anyone can make promises, and a few have the courage to build the foundation that it takes, the new National Party has done that time and time and time again. We built infrastructure, strengthened tourism, developed marinas, created five-star investments, opened doors for youth through Imani, and managed this nation's fiscal prudence and vision. That's who we are. That is what we do. And I promise you this tonight, in front of you all, listening to wherever you are, I will carry that same NNP spirit forward. With heart, with courage, and conviction and purpose. You see, I've never been afraid of a hard path.
I've never been afraid of standing alone when truth demands it. This December will mark 1 year since I lost my sister to cancer. A battle that has touched my family as it has touched many Grenadians' homes. Before she passed, I promised her to live with purpose, that I would walk boldly into the hard things, and with a peace in my heart and a fire in my soul. And I still hold true to that today. And so, I stand here tonight in the South St. George's, ready to fight for you. Ready to represent you. Ready to build a future where every child, every mother, every vendor, and every worker feels seen, valued, and supported in this country. The NNP asked me to serve, but let me just be clear. Let me be perfectly clear. I asked for this fight. I wanted all the smoke. I asked for this opportunity because I believe in you. I believe in the South, and I believe in my country, Grenada. When times are tough, we don't give up. We rise up. And together, my fellow brothers and sisters, we will rise again. So I'm coming to every home, every community, every corner of this great constituency to listen and to learn and to lead. I'm ready to serve. I am ready to fight. I'm ready to build. Please register to vote. Please lend your hearts and hands to rebuilding our nations with your vote. We are the new national party. We are ready, and we are here for you. Thank you, and God bless Grenada, Carriacou, and P.T. Martley.
Tell them we vote in NNP election day. This country moving, and there's no turning
Yes,
back.
yes. That's your caretaker. That is a man who is doing it with you and for you. Someone who understands what is the struggle. A speaker before said something, and I listened to Brother Diali, and I said, yes. We hang out by bars. We make cook on the blocks with the young guys, the senior guys. We visit the homes, and we speak to the elderly. They hang out in Dubai. Brother Diali gonna hang out with you and make sure that you get what you really deserve. My friends, we had a late start, but we're moving. We're moving on. And right now, you would like where we're going. You would really love who we bring in. Because at this time, brothers and sisters, at this time, my friends, we have someone who has given more than half his life of service to this country. Yes? He loved this country and its people so much that he left what was lucrative for him in a foreign land and came back here to serve. And he's still here serving today. So let's make some noise and welcome our former Prime Minister, our former political leader, Dr. Kit Mitchell.
Somebody wave your hands and give him praise. Say, we can't sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
I want to sit down. I want to sit down. Oh, you give me a chance to sit down now. Of course, let me first recognize our platform here tonight. Of course, our political leader. And of course, other members, distinguished members of the platform. And of course, I'll leave that for last. All our friends here. You see the platform? That's just a piece of the strength of the new national party. A little piece, but a powerful piece. Just look at all of them. Friends, and of course, young, vibrant, smart, committed, Brother Diali. Brother Diali. When you compare Brother Diali with what exists in the South today, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Brother Diali, we are convinced that you're going to bring a new face to the South St. George's constituency at the next general election. And I hear some people saying the man down here can't be beaten. What? Can't be beaten? You mean the South like people like that? Oh my, come on. I am confident, sisters and brothers, that you have someone that we all can be very proud of. You in the South and the rest of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. You listened to him tonight. You saw the depth, the vision, and the commitment. Friends, the last time I spoke on this platform, last Wednesday, I spoke about how do you run a country. I spoke about that. What do you do? The things that you have to do. And I gave some steps which NNP took over the years to make Grenada where it is today. We did that, sisters and brothers, the last time, and Brother Gregory again tonight spoke to you of the fundamentals that we must do to ensure our country go from strength to strength. But tonight, briefly, sisters and brothers, I want to speak to you about leadership of the country. I want to speak about this. I can't say I have all the knowledge about this, but I have some knowledge. And I say to you, the fundamental things about leadership is the following. If you attain the position of Prime Minister of this country, you are Prime Minister not for NNP or NDC. You are Prime Minister for all the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Sisters and brothers, when you become leader of this country, your job is to unite the people of the country, not divide the people of the country. Sisters and brothers, when you are a leader of a country, you can't be offering victimization as a policy of the government. In other words, you cannot encourage people to fire this person, get rid of this person. This is the language of the present leadership of this country. When you are a leader of this country, sisters and brothers, the biggest characteristic of a leader is humility, not arrogance, not talking down to everybody like little children.
That's why, because of the lack of respect for the people, you can just pack up and go away for 10, 15 days and not tell the country where you're going. Because you're into your own business. The business of the leader is the business of the country, sisters and brothers. Sisters and brothers, you also, the key aspect of leadership of a country is managing your team and providing guidance. In other words, you cannot lead on things that are hurting your country and encouraging your own team to do the things that will hurt the country. You have to encourage them to do the things that lift your country up. And sisters and brothers, that's why the team is important. The team you lead. And that's why I mentioned earlier on when I started, you look at the sample of persons here tonight, sisters and brothers, that are willing and ready to provide support and guidance to take Grenada in a new direction from what it is today. You look at the team, sisters and brothers. I'm proud to be associated with the men and women on this platform here tonight. Look at them, sisters and brothers. Sister Nolan, the star from St. David's. Sister Mayana Charles, who is here with us. A doctor in her own right, sisters and brothers, but committed to the development of the country. Your General Secretary could be doing all sorts of other things, but he's here with us tonight. But at Dwight Horsford, this man was Attorney General in a Caribbean country, and he had offers to do all kinds of things around the world. But he said, no, I'm coming home and put my services to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. So we're proud to have him. And the little riding star, you see us cross there, Sister Amanda from Southwest St. Andrews. Sisters and brothers, she's here tonight. Of course, Gregory Boyne, you know something about, you have a little gray hair in your head, you know, but that's experience. That's experience. Listen to me. I have gray hair too, you know, about those dark minds. So, friends, and then you have your political leader, the first woman that will be the Prime Minister of this country, sisters and brothers. I just want to say to you, as for me, I'm here with the NNP, and I'm giving all my energy to the NNP and the success of the next general elections. I have been involved in the politics of this country since 1972. As a young man growing up, my parents and family were strong supporters of the Grenada United Labour Party. They loved Eric Gary. And I grew up following the politics of Eric Matthew Gary. But sisters and brothers, Eric Matthew Gary never wanted to play a cricket match without asking me to be part of that team. So I was fond of the person, and we always had an extremely good relationship, but we always say to him, when you're doing something that is not right, Keith Mitchell will speak to it, sisters and brothers. In other words, no matter how strong you support your team, if something is not right, you cannot support what is not right. And that's a message to those now in the National Democratic Congress. If you say that you like people and you see something not going right, you must not support it. I was also associated with Herbert Augustus Blaze in the Grenada National Party. We had an extremely good relationship, but had an independent mind.
standing for what is right. So if the party did not do what I believe was right, I took a position against that issue, while I still remain a strong supporter of this. Initially, friends, I was happy when the revolution came, but I came back home. I was asked to come home and help to set up the statistics department, which was in disarray, because as a professor of math and statistics at Howard, I was asked by the Minister of Finance to come back here and help. So I gave up my work in Washington for 3 months to come home. And when I saw what was taking place and the arresting of people and putting them in jail without charge or trial, I say, I can't be part of that. I went straight to them and said, look, I am going back to Washington because that is not my mantra. I cannot do this. My friends, the NNP that I led made tremendous progress in this country. We improved the lives of a lot of people in this country, friends. But the NNP that I led was not a perfect organization. We made mistakes, and that's life, sisters and brothers. Because I know you don't expect your leaders to be perfect, but you expect them to be honest and sincere in their activity. And that's why, sisters and brothers, I am so proud what we have emerging for the new government of this country. And you heard me talk about some of the youthful members that have offered themselves to help this country move forward. I am proud of them. So what you see here tonight, you see a mixture of youthful energy. People who are ready to put the work in the interest of the people. But you also see the experience here, like Gregory Bowen, myself, and other members of the party. So joining hands together, the youthful members, the experienced members, working together to build Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. I love every single one of you. Thank you, good night, and I appreciate what you do.
Excuse me. What do you say? We can't sit down, sit down,
Yes.
sit down, sit down.
Yes.
Grenada,
We can't sit down.
sit down, sit down.
Not when we have experience speaking to us. Not when we have experience showing us where we are making mistakes. We're proud to have you, Dr. Mitchell. We are happy to have you as the father of the party. Let them say what they want to say. Let them continue to talk and run their mouth about, I ain't even repeating what they don't say, but we know better. We know better. We know the leader, and we know who love us and who want to see us strive and survive. I just want to let you know that the next meeting will be next Wednesday evening. We are out every Wednesday evening. I thought you know. We will be in St. Andrews, Southwest 4 to be exact, the constituency where Sister Amanda Japal is the leading person doing the political work on the behalf of the New National Party. So I'm just sending out the message. More information will be out during the week. It's going to be a bumper time. I saw a man from Ford the other day. He said, Bola, I hope all you get the fire truck to come up, you will be hit for so. The place might catch. I don't know who are fire so. But anyway, we are here in the south. And I tell you, I don't want to take too long, but Brother Diali, I must congratulate you again. People of the South, you have a man who is going to work for you. Someone who believes in you. Someone who is willing to listen to you, to share the ideas, to make sure that all you make the plans together, and of course move forward for success for each and every human being in St. George South. But at this time, we have other people who are also interested in your success. and in the success of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Someone who would lead the team and the army to victory. Someone who is prepared to work, to plan, and to put her Gideon boots on and her green suit and lead us to victory and to lead this country to prosperity. Let's put our hands together. Let's invite our political leader, Honorable Emmeline Pierre.
It's the symbol for the NNP party. We're going green all the way. Green, we voting green. Green, we voting green. Green, we voting green. On election day.
Thank you, Brother Bola. And thank all of you for your warm welcome. Let me begin tonight getting straight to matters by recognizing the platform here tonight, beginning with the chairman, distinguished chairman, former Prime Minister of this country, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, our Deputy Chair, Brother Bowen, who have served this country for so long, distinguishedly so. I recognize, of course, the caretaker for this constituency, a man, I believe, who is going to represent the people of the south of St. George in a way that it has not been before. I recognize Brother Diali. Of course, other members of the platform tonight, Brother Dwight, Sister Amanda Jappel, Sister Nolene Thompson, Sister Amanda Charles, our chairman tonight, our General Secretary, Brother Roland Bola. I recognize all of you who are online viewing tonight and are joining us, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, at home and in the diaspora. I greet you tonight, and you, the loyal supporters of the new National Party, here and online. I recognize you for your love, for your support, for your loyalty to this party. You are the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, tonight, I want to confront an extremely important and troubling issue. One that has become too common. One that our chairman would have started to address tonight. And I wish to continue because this must stop. Brothers and sisters, victimization cannot be the norm in this country. And I say to you, silence makes victimization even worse. Brothers and sisters, when people see injustice and say nothing and remain silent, they are facilitating the growing of deeper and stronger roots of victimization in this country. And so tonight, brothers and sisters, I choose to stand here on this platform of the new National Party, not just as the leader of this noble organization, but I stand here as a Grenadian daughter. I stand here as a Grenadian woman. And I say to you, I feel the pain. I see the struggle. I see the frustration of people every day who are victimized by our current administration. I see the victimization of our young people. And I say tonight, this must stop. So as I stand tonight, brothers and sisters, as I speak to you, and I think of victimization, yes, I think of Tafawa Pierre, who has dedicated over 34 years of service to this country without not even one infraction as he served this country. Maybe the only crime he has committed is to be the wife of the political leader of the new National Party. Brothers and sisters, but I say to you tonight, this is not an isolated story. The story of this gentleman is not an isolated story. And that is why I stand tonight boldly to say end to victimization in this country. Because you see tonight, I don't represent a foul peer. I think he's capable of speaking for himself. But tonight I stand to represent those who don't have a voice. I stand tonight, brothers and sisters, to speak for those who suffer daily, who are punished in this country because they are not aligned to the right party. They are not in the right political circle. So they are treated with scorn, and they are discriminated against, and they are victimized daily. Brothers and sisters, I speak tonight. I speak for police officers like the one who was immediately transferred from his position and his role because the shop that he's supposed to own was visited by the political leader of the NNP. That time, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, and I say to you, he did not visit the gentleman. That was not even the assignment. I speak for people who cannot speak tonight. Brothers and sisters, I speak tonight for the officer who was called in by a supervisor because she simply liked a Facebook post that pointed out the wrongs that this government was doing. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, I speak tonight for those officers who perform with excellence above expectation, but they are either reverted to positions for persons who are demoted and persons who are given the options to resign or to be fired. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. I speak tonight, brothers and sisters, for those who are excellent performers, but they are overlooked for those who are poor performers and have questionable records and questionable character. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, I speak tonight because he can't speak for himself. For the officer who was victimized, he passed on and then given a royal funeral by the government of Grenada. I speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, tonight I stand boldly and I stand for the groundsmen who were fired and then they were taken back because the government realized that they couldn't find people who possessed their skills to do the jobs after they were fired, and then the contracts were reduced. I speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, I speak tonight for hundreds of workers, those who provided services in various programs like the housing program, in our schools and other places, who were fired days after this administration assumed office. And you know what? Ministers of government gave a table knock when they said that they were fired because election have consequences. I speak for those who cannot speak for themselves. Because you see, while they increased their salaries by over 100%, these people who suffered the consequences of an election had to go home and not be sure what they were going to feed their children the next morning. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, I say tonight that these hundreds of workers who are fired by this present administration, I say this is almost criminal, because guess what? The government did not have a justifiable reason except for their perceived political affiliation. And I say perceived because many of them did not vote NNP in the last general elections. But you see, they got the axe. They got the axe. And they got the axe to the detriment of their children and their families. What a shame. Even when the government boasted of a pregnant treasury, they took pleasure and they knocked the table in the parliament to justify why hundreds of ordinary Grenadians had to go home. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, you see, when this administration wanted to get into office, they told us that they will not victimize anybody. They told us that every Grenadian would eat a food. But they said what they had to say to ensure that they got into office. And when they got there, they turned their backs on the very people who placed them into office. And I'm speaking tonight for the NDC supporters who cannot speak for themselves. But I speak tonight also, brothers and sisters, not just for the small contractors, but I speak for the big contractors in this country who are being punished for their perceived political affiliation. Brothers and sisters, in one case, I say to you, the government took away a contract from a major contractor, gave the contract to someone that they knew was incapable of getting the job done. And guess what? When cost overruns started to grow, when people started to complain about the mess that was created, they quietly went back to that contractor and begged for the contractor to take over that job. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, I speak also for businesses in this country that have lost contracts that were taken by employees of this government, making thousands of dollars per month, but they're given contracts for services that were provided by Grenadian businessmen in the past, making a living, providing for their families. They were robbed of an opportunity to do what they have to do. But I speak tonight also, and I'll continue to speak, brothers and sisters, for the talk show hosts, those that are threatened for speaking the truth, those that are threatened for pointing out the weakness of this administration. I speak for the ordinary Grenadians who are bullied every day on Facebook simply for exercising their constitutional right to express themselves. I speak tonight for those who cannot speak for themselves. Brothers and sisters, she can speak for herself, but I'm also speaking tonight for Sister Amanda Japal, who was suspended from the National Youth Parliament simply because of her affiliation and her association, her constitutional right. She has been denied. Brothers and sisters, the question therefore is, where are are we going as a country? Where are we heading as a country? Who's next is going to face the axe in this country? And who will face the consequences of what is happening in this country? Who will pay the price eventually? And so tonight, brothers and sisters, I stand to make a solemn commitment. I stand to make a solemn commitment to you tonight that when the new National Party returns to office, we are going to turn this situation around. Brothers and sisters, we will not condone a culture of victimization. We will never support a culture of bullying. We will not support a culture whereby people are afraid to even express themselves or to gather together in a simple gathering like we are today. I say tonight, Grenada does not belong to the Prime Minister of Grenada. I say to you tonight, Grenada does not belong to the National Democratic Congress. I say to you tonight, Grenada belongs to the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. And we will not give up our right to live on this country, to live in this country with our constitutional rights being observed. We will not allow our rights to be trampled upon. That is why, brothers and sisters, tonight, I recognize the courage, I recognize the bravery of 10 women who decided to stand up. 10 women who were fired from their jobs simply on the basis of their perceived political affiliation, but they did not take their debt as a sheep. What did they do? They took the system, they took the NDC administration to court, and they were granted justice that they deserve. But while this is something to celebrate, I am saddened. I am saddened, you know why? Because while they got a one-off payment, I ask tonight, when that payment is finished, and I'm sure it has already been expired, what happened to their children? What happened to their future? Because they were robbed of an opportunity to earn an honest living. We cannot even celebrate the payout that the court would have ordered for them. Brothers and sisters, this is so wrong. But I say to you tonight, the new National Party is ready to right that wrong when it comes to victimization in this country. Too many people, brothers and sisters, we are supposed to have a thriving democracy. Too many people are afraid. Listen, when you speak to people throughout the length and breadth of Grenada, they say to you, "We with you. We will never leave the new National Party, but we are afraid." And you know what? Some of them are saying they are even forced to say to NDC that they're supporting them just to protect the little that they have. What a shame. When did we get there as a country? So I ask you tonight, brothers and sisters, bring back your memories. Bring back your memories to 2022. And I ask you, can you say in 2022 that people were afraid to express their political opinions in this country? I ask you, brothers and sisters, in 2022, can you say that people were afraid to attend a political meeting in this country? I say to you, if any political organization, any government would have allowed a free democracy where people were free to express their views, where people are free to do whatever they felt was their constitutional right. It was under the new National Party, under the leadership of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. And I say to you, I stand tonight to say to you that we will not be going back. We will not be going back into any dark history. We are the ones who are going to take Grenada forward and to protect the democracy that we've enjoyed under the new National Party. Too many people are being victimized. Brothers and sisters, we take so much for granted. And I want to say to you, I remember about the day after the last election, well, the election in 2018, sorry. The morning after the election, I'm sure Dr. Mitchell remembers this. The morning after the election, a member of the National Democratic Congress walked into the Prime Minister's ministry wearing an NDC t-shirt the morning after the election. I ask you tonight, was he fired? Was he sent home? Was he victimized? Because even if he broke the rules of the Public Service Commission, I'm sure the commission never called him in. Because you see, for us, even when persons broke the rules, the NNP allowed people to express their political choices as they wish. Brothers and sisters, tonight, I say, except you're deaf, except you're blind, except you have no conscience, you would realize that the level of victimization in this country, we cannot in good conscience say that we have seen anything close to this under the NNP leadership. And that is why tonight I say to you, as leader of the new National Party, I am ready to carry that legacy forward, to rebuild the trust, to strengthen our institutions, and to restore fairness in this country. And I wish to declare to you tonight, that our vision, our mission would always be about one thing, not self, but Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So that is why for us, we are only interested in a nation where no one is punished for political choices. We want a government that serves, that leads with empathy, competence, and integrity. Brothers and sisters, we want a government where there is fairness in employment, investment, and support for businesses throughout this country. We want a government that provides reliable road networks, modern school infrastructure, affordable health care, reliable health care, and digital connectivity. We have done it before. We have done it before. We have done it before. And we are ready to do it again. And I always say we have been challenged that we would do it even better. Brothers and sisters, we want a government that observes foreign policies that are rooted in respect, where Grenada benefits, the people of our country benefits. We want a government where the Public Service Commission operates on merit and not on party cards, where the government selects and promotes on merit, not on party affiliation in this country. We want a government where opportunities for young people are provided so that they can be taken to the next level, providing opportunity for young people to thrive. And if you think we have done it before for young people, I say to the young people of this country, NNP is coming back to do it 10 times better as it relates to the programs and the opportunities that we are going to continue to provide for them. So whether it's business, whether it's education and scholarships, whether it is in housing, whether it is in employment, brothers and sisters, I say to you, we have done it before, and we are going to do it again, and we're going to do it even better. Brothers and sisters, this is not rhetoric. This is our compass. And brothers and sisters, I say to you tonight, the commitment is that parish by parish, brothers and sisters, we are going to lead this country forward. And tonight, we are in the South. And that is why I say to you, I have full conviction. I am absolutely convinced that the best man for the South is Brother Diali, that you have heard before. I believe, brothers and sisters, that he has what it takes to transform the South, as he said, real transformation. But you know what I admire about Brother Diali? I want to say this to you tonight. I believe he has the qualities that are required to make a real difference in the South. I view him as a gentle giant. I view him as somebody with competence and capacity and depth, solid substance. But what I admire most about him is his humility. What I admire about him is his love for people and his genuine passion for making the lives of people in the South even better. So tonight I say to you, throw your full support behind a man who cares about you, a man who wants to serve, a man who has come forward at a time when they said that the NNP cannot attract young blood, a man that has come forward to say, I am ready for the fight. I say to you, he's a gentle lion. He said it tonight. He is ready for the fight to move the South, and he is ready for the fight to transform the South. And as I said, I have full confidence that he's capable, he's ready, and he's able. So tonight I close by asking you, what is your role? He knows his role. He understands the mission. But I ask you tonight, what is your role? And I challenge you. I challenge you. Because you know the change that you want to see in this country, I challenge every man. I challenge every woman. I challenge every young person to be that change that you want to see. I am not asking anybody and everybody to join and become a member of this organization called NNP, because guess what? We are different. We don't believe in a one-party state. We don't believe that everybody must support one party. But I say to you, what we believe is that there are sufficient people out there who understand that the best choice for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique is the new national party. And if for no reason you choose to support a party, I say support us for that one reason, that we share the same interests. We share the same vision, a better Grenada where people are not victimized, where people are not punished for their political affiliation, but people work hand in hand to build a better Grenada. And I say to you tonight, we welcome you, whoever you are, wherever you are. I welcome you tonight to work with the NNP to build Grenada and to make Grenada a better place for all.
Thank you very much, everyone. We wish you safe journeys back home. May God's goodness continue to follow you wherever you go, and you would have the wisdom to make sure that the new National Party returns to office.